Hey, um, I was gonna try to help some people that might have ordered a cord themselves or some other expensive keyboard. Um, just in case they haven't thought of a few things. I've taken a lot of time and looked around and searched a lot for some certain things that they might not have found necessarily, because I kind of feel like I got lucky in the fact that I found it. So based on that, I really wanted to do this video. Um, But before we get to that, I was going to talk about just basically everything that you would need to sort of have your own musical workstation. Now, I have everything ordered and everything is finalized. So in case, your parents want to know just exactly, what it's going to cost, and, maybe someone else that might be paying for it might want to know exactly how much it would cost. I was going to go ahead and show you. Now, everybody remembers the chord cross, right? Okay. Now, ordinarily, this is $80. It's called On Stage, and you can find it on the internet, and it comes in a case also. Now, also, this is about $15, even after shipping. Now, it has a particular input, as you can see, so you can't just like get it at the last second at Walmart or anything like that. This comes with your keyboard. That is also thrown in, but basically, for me personally, this was like $1,200, and then this was like $15. This was $80. That's like, I don't know. He didn't mention how much that was, but that came with it. This is $100. This Fred also threw in, and then this was $20 that he threw in also. So basically, after it's all said and done, you can pretty much do everything with about $1,400. In this case, there's a lot of other keyboards out there, a lot more expensive ones and also less expensive ones. But if you watched any of the tutorial videos, you know that it's much more than a keyboard. Now, another thing that I thought I would mention to you, this also came in the box from the Milano's Music Store in Mesa, Arizona. And I thought this was cool. Watch this. It's from Tokyo, Japan. Yeah, so it's kind of like, so my old fascination with Nintendo has sort of revised itself to an entirely different sort of adult challenge, And with that said, I was going to go ahead and show you something that you might not have seen. Now, tons and tons and tons of digging around, because here's the deal. When you get your keyboard, it's going to talk about how it has like thousands and thousands of uploaded renditions of this, that, and the other thing. And that's very sweet. And don't get me wrong, I value that. One thing I was taking into consideration when I heard that was like, well, where's the helpful like music that they're playing now for like the really, really, really awesome singers? No offense, but it has to sound a particular way. There's certain songs that's why they're so attractive and why they're so famous. And it was kind of missing. So I made a special note mentally to try to find something on the internet as far as like downloading individually some songs. Then I could just sort of keep it in the holding bank on here because it says it has a memory card upload. So, well, I didn't want to because I knew it was going to be kind of like time consuming, but I just went ahead and did it, and it took me like 5 hours, but it really was worth it in the end. But basically, with a lot of searches, I stumbled on something that then stumbled on something else, then something else, and then something else, and then something else, and then something else before I like literally narrowed down how exactly you can get the most out of your keyboard and uploading it into a sort of a pre-prepared fashion so that you can not only help yourself in your musical future, but inspire you in a much more advanced way, and get a lot faster results. So check this out. Instrumental pop music. Hold on. Instrumental pop collection volume. Yeah. So what you're going to get is Each one of these no one's ever heard of, right? But these are all karaoke songs. Now, it keeps on going on. Now watch this. This is interesting. Watch. Instrumental pop music. That won't pull it up. Instrumental pop collection. Watch. Instrumental pop collection. That does a few. You'll get it here and there. Watch this. And this is just because I'm smart. Instrumental pop collection volume. Boom. Remember I told you like me and electronics kind of go hand in hand? It just literally just started just going and going and going and going. Now, you can technically just select it and it'll give you songs that are basically within the last 25 years, of your favorite singers. Now, they don't say the singer's name, but they'll say the song correctly. Now, if you try to Google the song and Google instrumental pop collection, it won't pull up. It just won't. You're going to have to actually go one by one and just start recognizing the song titles. And but it got fun, and as long as you get it. Now, these make no mistake, these don't have the extra stuff that's like really annoying, like bad karaoke. This is just from a corporation or a side pocket from the United States government that was going to hand everybody's music over to another government once they come over here and make everybody superstars with exactly what it is we're doing here. So it's basically like finding the knock list in Mission Impossible. Now all of these are ready to go, and there also is at the beginning of each and every song just a slight like 1 second delay just for that exact concept. It's a completely organized sort of never-ending list. No song is repeated twice, and they capture every single side of and whenever there's a singer on here that you recognize the song, for some reason each album will have probably 5 songs altogether on that album. You just start looking, and that person, that famous singer that you love, well, you'll find 4 more of their songs after you see the first one. And it's really weird, but they sort of group a singer, and you'll see like 2 famous singers on one album. Like when you see your favorite singer and then you see another song you recognize, there'll be like another singer that you recognize. Now, watch this. So, watch. Instrumental Modern Rock Collection Volume. There's an entire modern rock section. Now, if you don't say it exactly like that, you're not going to get this. It has to literally be exactly like that, or you won't get this list. Now it's going to be a little bit more like edgier than your, typical side. And all the genres are different. Now watch, there's one more. Instrumental Classic Rock Collection. Oh, see, I didn't say volume. Instrumental Classic Rock Collection Volume. Boom. And these are all free. And it doesn't do 30 seconds per song. It'll do the whole thing. Yeah, it's crazy. And it just keeps going. It doesn't repeat. These are all different ones. You can technically say volume and then say a number, and believe it or not, it'll actually, about 60 to 70% of the time, it'll pull up that number. If you say it exactly like it's written. Instrumental Classic Rock Collection Volume, and then the number. Yeah, and then you basically... Y2MP3. YTMP3.com. Now, this has been the one that was most helpful to me when I was downloading any of those songs. Wait, this doesn't look right. YTMP3. It was this one. I think that was it. I think it says .ch at the top, but it looks like this. Now this one you can actually have the most success with the least amount of pop-ups, and you can do MP3 or MP4. The only thing that you got to keep in mind if you want to do it is constantly come up here and when you want to redo it and press refresh, and it'll take off what's on the address bar and just start all over. And then if you want to just, instead of clicking over to MP4 and pressing download, don't even mess with it. Just click up here, press the refresh button, and then hold down, press paste again, click MP4, press convert, and then when you're done, it'll download to your SD card or your downloads. And if you do want a music video by anybody, technically it'll do that too. So I hope that was helpful for everybody. Basically, the reason why I wanted to do it was, apparently these keyboards, once I get up and going, you can slow things down, you can speed things up. And if you sort of like listen to it over and over again, a bunch of different songs, and you sort of like inhale it, and then I guess it might accidentally rub off on you. So if you know what you like, and then it's kind of the concept in case you're having an argument with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your mom or your dad, it's kind of like the argument of somebody that, if they've never drawn anything, traces for the first time. And then if you trace long enough, your fingers get to where they are coordinated. So don't go listening to anybody that says you're a fake. Just imagine you're just tracing. It's not like you don't have any intentions of doing it on your own. It just takes a little bit of time. So really, you're admiring them by tracing their stuff. I'm not trying to sell it, but just trying to learn slowly. And then if you see something that you want to tweak or turn, use it like you're tracing it. And then when you're ready, you'll know. And then you just start sort of strumming together something on your own. So I thought that was helpful. I hope that was helpful for everybody. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.